This is from Neon Skyline. I got this open, my bundle songs off Cakewalk 7. It opens and all the wave files and singing play, but the instruments don't. I did use some sound fonts or instruments, so if I haven't got them now, how can I change them to other available instruments? I can't do it. It's driving me nuts. To give you a heads up, if you're dealing with an older version of Cakewalk or any other type of software or DAW for that matter, and you're trying to bring it into new software, you need to go about doing Cakewalk bundles and making sure that you save it a certain way. Or if you're going to be transferring from one type of DAW like Cakewalk to like Cubase or any other type of DAW, then you need to do OMF files. Now, this does not work for the instruments. Keep this in mind. It only works for audio. Now, with the Cakewalk bundle, it does save the MIDI data, the audio data, and all that good stuff as well. But if you don't have those instruments on your new version of Cakewalk, then you're in a world of trouble, because guess what? You might have the MIDI data, but you won't have any of the audio that goes with that. So keep in mind that the instruments is the audio part and the MIDI is just the data. So, and they combine together to make an instrument track. So if I wanted to say this project, let's say this was a project and we're in, I don't know, Sonar or something like that, and I wanted to take this project and bring it into a new software. Now what I would have to do is either sacrifice the instruments that I originally used, and I've had to do this before in my own projects. Say for instance, maybe the new software doesn't have Cakewalk TTS, right? So I have to ask myself, is it okay if I, disregard TTS? I don't really need it. I just need the data. And if that's the case, you can file, you can go to export, and you can export as an OMF, or you can save it as a Cakewalk bundle, all right? A Cakewalk bundle, you just go down here and do it that way as well, all right? So if you do it that way, that should be cool. You should be able to bring it up into your new software. And then you have to go about trying to, fix everything so it works with the new instruments. And you might have to actually sometimes locate the audio that you have. So say, for instance, my audio data is in a separate folder. I have to go, and try to find that audio. And then once I find it, then I can sync it up. So you'll know if you go into your new software, it'll let you know, hey, I can't find this file. So then you know how to go about doing that. The other thing is that if you want to keep the sounds that you're actually using, then you might want to consider freezing a track and duplicating it as an audio track. So for instance, if I wanted to freeze this, right, I can freeze it, and now it creates audio with it. Okay, so then when I freeze all the tracks, or you can bounce the tracks down. You don't have to freeze it too as well. You can also bounce them down, but I have to bounce down each track individually. So I can go to click on track 1, and then I can go to tracks, and then I can bounce the track. And then if you haven't done bounce the track before, works like this. It's going to go to a new track destination. Let's put it on track 22. And I want the entire mix. That's fine. Everything else looks good. Press OK. And it's going to bounce that down. And then now that track should be down here. And here is a track. Okay. So now that I have all of the tracks bounced, then I can save the project as an OMF or save it as a MIDI Cakewalk bundle or whichever. I mean, not MIDI, but a Cakewalk bundle. And then I can export that or import it into my new software. So it is a little tedious to do, and I'm sorry that, that's one of the crazy things about upgrading software is that eventually some of your plugins or some of your instruments won't work. So we just have to deal with it. But yeah, you can go about doing that, and then that should help you get those sounds that you're looking for. But like I said, the easiest way is just collect the data, and if you're okay with, getting different sounds than what you originally had, then that works as well. All right, cool. Good question.